It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show. There's a reason rappers can turn any story into a hit track. Just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm with over 1,000 attorneys and more than 100 offices nationwide. If you've been seriously injured in an accident, your case could be worth millions. But the truth is, a lot of people either don't file at all or get taken advantage of by insurance companies. When you hire Morgan & Morgan, it's like hiring a legal army that has your back. If you're injured because of someone else's negligence, you deserve to be paid. No shortcuts, no lowball offers. In fact, they've secured some major verdicts in the past. For example, in Florida, they got a victim who was in a life-altering car crash, $12 million. 34 times the highest insurance offer. They got another victim in Philadelphia, $26 million. 40 times the highest insurance offer. Not all law firms are created equal. Morgan & Morgan is the biggest for a reason. They will fight for the biggest award possible and have won a lot. So if you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless you win. That's right, no upfront costs. They only get paid if you get paid. You can start your claim now by clicking the link in the description or by scanning the QR code on screen from your phone's camera. Again, if you find yourself injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Don't say I never told you nothing, man. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there this Sunday afternoon. In this video, we're going to be getting into Glorilla's two new records, March and Special. Okay, both of them were released on Friday. And I got to be honest, it's been a little quiet for these records. You know what I'm saying? For all the hype that typically follows Glow, all of the support that she typically gets when she drops a new song, I gotta be honest, I don't really hear a lot of hype around this. I know she just performed the March record or part of it when she did the HBCU halftime show about a week ago. And, you know, it was mixed reviews about the halftime show as well. I think it might have fared a little bit better actually in the building, but for the I won't say recording, but for the version that we got on the internet of the performance, it did sound just a little disjointed, a little discombobulated. But again, the acoustics of inside of an arena are not always the easiest to capture. So you got to have a really good team of people to really make stuff sound top tier. So I think maybe that could have contributed to it. But nonetheless, these two new records are out. March is the one that I have seen a little bit of talk for because it is a music video, but for the amount of talk that I've seen, it has not matched up with anything I've seen Glow release in the last 2 years. I gotta be honest. And as far as the Special record goes, I've heard zilch. Again, gotta be honest. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull up both records in this video. We're gonna check out the March video. Of course, it will be unfortunately cut down for copyright reasons in this video. The full version will be released on Patreon. I know I don't do a lot over there since there's not a lot of like super notable stuff coming out right now, and I got to utilize my time wisely. But the unredacted version will be on there, okay? And we're gonna do the same for Special. Let's go ahead and get to it.
Big Glow pull up shitting on hoes, stun like Meech and Terry.
Okay. All right, stun like Meech and Terry, BMF, all right. Because, you know, them niggas had that money. They had them big-ass jewels. All right, I ain't too mad at it. Ho, I'm legendary.
Okay. Nigga talking about he don't fuck with Glow, ho, do us after February, March.
These niggas say he don't fuck with Glow, do us at the February, March. All right, so that's the song March. And, of course, she's still going with the HBCU vibe. What school was she out there with? Grambling State. So she's still keeping this. She had the same outfit on for the game too. On the game.
Round with some YNs and some ARs. Fuck a diss song, I'ma pull a whole card.
Okay, she said she riding with some YNs with some ARs. fuck a rap this. I'm gonna pull a whole card. So we not doing no back and forth. You know, they say Glow like to see motherfuckers in person. We'll a lot of times we hear the ladies do they when they pop they shit, everybody be wondering who they talking to. Sometimes it's just a creative thing.
You can't diss me and come to my city. I'll beat the whole ass like take this.
Hold on. This is about your second or third reference to a diss. Who dissing you? Then she comes out and says, I beat a whole ass like take that. Now, I don't know about that bar, Glow, because we know take that as a Diddy bar. And we have a video of him beating up Cassie. So I hope that's not the reference you was making, because that's a very distasteful reference. Anybody who would put that bar, that type of bar in their rap, I'm not gonna be jacking it. Male or female, honestly. Cause why? I beat a whole ass like take that. I don't know.
These hoes scary, I ain't never wear it. Go get bitches buried. Why you call them out? Hey, she don't like me, cool. I eat, sleep, shit, and fuck the same damn way. Call me nigga cheating when they got the best head of my life the same damn day.
Wow. You calling my phone for this nigga? I ain't his secretary. That's a slick bar, I ain't gonna lie.
Bitch talking about she don't fuck with Glow, ho, do a sap the February, March.
I ain't crazy about it, but I ain't mad at it. That's where I stand on this record. Hold on. Yeah, it's alright. It's cool. It sounds like typical Glorilla music. It does lack a little bit of some of the, I don't know, man. Ever since Yeah Glow, like y'all know, Yeah Glow was my highlight. One of my highlights of 2024. Just the beat, the way it was pumping, the way she rolled the beat, the way she came up with her lines and shit. That was really like, The rest of the songs, even like TGIF, I wasn't crazy about that. Y'all loved that one last year. I was like, it's cool. It ain't necessarily my vibe though. And I feel like this is like it's more like a strategic song, right? I could see this on like the next Madden, I could see this being played on like sports programs, stuff like that. Like I could see this definitely doing well in perhaps even like TV and film, because there's a high demand for that style, like that more that aggressive hip hop. You could do the underscore by muting the vocals, and then you could have like some of the aggressive bars come in when needed, if it accentuates what's going on in the scene. Like being experienced in that area, I could see where that would work, especially on shows that have like dramatic tension and stuff like that in the so-called urban market. But do I feel like it stands strong on its own as just like a single, as a a record that's really supposed to go somewhere? I don't think so. I still am looking forward to Glow finding, some new flows and some new patterns. I feel like we've heard her do this numerous times. We're now in our Glow hit in what year? Was it 21 or 2? So she broke out in 2022. We're now in 25, going into 26. I do want to hear some more variety of flows and tones and stuff like that. I feel like every rapper at some point, develops and just adds a little bit more to the arsenal. I'm not saying she needs to change. I'm just waiting to hear that next thing from Glow. So then we have the other song that dropped called Special. All right. So let's see what this one hitting on. There's no music video to go to it. It's just audio.
Special,
same shit.
Special like my name, K. Fresh as hell, it's game day.
She said it's game day. I wonder if these songs are specifically made for like some sports shit, and maybe she was just like, I want to still put them out. But it sounds like this is like a sports package. Like send it to the video game companies, send it to CBS, ABC, ESPN, Fox Sports, all the channels, and like just have your way with these songs. Do the edited versions, take my vocals out, play the instrumental. That's what this sounds like to me. I almost don't even want to take this serious like these are real singles, but she put them out, so I got to. I kind of feel the same way about this one, but I like it less. Yeah, I feel the same way I felt about March, except I like this one less. It's way less charming, way less catchy, even though the special could stick in your head. She has some cool bars in there. I mean, you're always gonna get a couple funny quotables or whatever from Glow. But I'm not crazy about this. Will I call it a 2-pack of ass? No, I'm not gonna go that far to call it a 2-pack of ass. But it is definitely a 2-pack of mid. Definitely a 2-pack of cigarellos. You know what I'm saying? Just definitely ain't no pressure. You know, this is just straight up smoking a black and mild type energy. You know what I mean? I don't even smoke. But I come on, man. Y'all know where I'm from. Anyway, it's nothing special about damn. Nothing special about these two songs. Not even the one called Special. But, you know, I wonder why she chose to drop at the end of the year. I also question that. Most major labels at this point, they're shutting down for the holidays. The DSPs are going on break. DSPs as in the streaming companies. Pretty much everybody is going into hibernation mode and you know, getting ready for the holidays. Getting ready to go on vacation. Phoning it in. I wonder why she felt like this was the right time to drop before the end of the year with two songs that otherwise wouldn't stand out in the midst of everything else going on. You know what I mean? I think this would have been a great time for Glow to experiment, especially with the holidays. She could have did a holiday song. Didn't she do one last year? Um, Something like that. Could have I don't know, man. That's the one thing about hip hop in its current state that I am a little bit bored with. And we hear people talking about rap fatigue. I don't necessarily feel like rap fatigue is a real thing, but I can understand it coming from a real place. Is that artists are so one dimensional in what they do. And I know she's kind of scarred because when she ventured out and did the Cha Cha record, it almost was grand opening, grand closing for Glow. You know what I'm saying? So she's been leaning really hard into let me do what got me here. Let me keep making that. And that's great. You know what I mean? And people requested it. We requested it like, yo, do what's natural to you. But there also should be some level of natural progression in what it is that you do. Take some chances. Bring some new producers in that's like, okay, I can do what you do, but let me put another twist on it. Let me make it melodically different. You know, let's experiment with some new cadences, new flows. You know, stuff like that. And that's not just a Glorilla critique. That's just a critique for a lot of people in the industry that, you know, in the last few years, we've got a lot of people that blew up that just, you know, they made their first few songs, first 10 songs, 15 songs. I was just talking about that with the new ladies like Pluto and YK Nice and Bunna B. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're brand new. They have a thing, they have a sound or a vibe or what they're known for off the TikTok records. But then when it becomes time to like become an actual artist, they're not really equipped with actual artistry to now be that. And then we're stuck with recreations of the same shit that got them popping. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, that's great. But what else? Now on the Glorious album, Glow did do some other things. She did the gospel stuff. She did some R&B shit. That was cool. Even with Type Up, you know what I mean? The sample the Keisha Cole shit, she still sounded the same. You know? Which goes into cadence. I don't expect her to sound like a different artist. I just expect, you know, use your voice. You got high, you got low, you got different registers that you can do. I just feel like she's always in the same pocket. I don't know. And y'all should know, I've been saying this. I said the same thing with the album. So I don't want to hear nobody like, oh, J Nolan, you done picked a side with Glow. You're saying this because it is. Go back to my other Glorilla videos. Anyway, these joints is cool. They're not bad. They're not trash. They're not ass. They just cool. Could have lived without them, but hey, it's new music. Some people gonna love it, gonna add it to their playlist. It'll fit right in with the rest. And some might say that was the whole intention. All right. Let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share the video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I will catch y'all on the next one. All right. Peace. Yeah. Family over fame in this bitch. Yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking, the drama be piling on. Father and greats unacknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5 sit bank accounts, every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I can do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your health care. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I ran for filth. The sympathy cause consulting for the stacks I built. I had to